Subscribe to Original Big Bri and follow Hitchtastic Tuesday.
You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some fried balls.
What's going on, NASCAR Diecast collectors and Diecast reviewers on YouTube? Welcome back to another new episode of the NASCAR Diecast News, hosted by me over at Big Bri. As always, guys, I'm bringing you guys your weekly NASCAR Diecast news throughout each and every week for each month until the very end of the 2015 NASCAR Diecast season. But here in the Diecast News, we always got to talk about the three big topics. That's what makes this series very interesting, and that is, you know, the newly released diecast from our good friends at Blamey Zales and our K-State Diecast. A lot of very interesting ones, and might I say, a lot of them are on the good mold that we like, the EL mold returns. And we do got some brand new pre-orders for 2015 from our good friends at Lionel Racing. And also, yeah, the cancellations have returned yet once again. So either you're going to be satisfied by them, or like most of the people that hate on Lionel, they're not going to be satisfied with these cancellations. But also, we do got some new info regarding next two waves from our good friends at NASCAR Authentics. Wave 3 and Wave 4, we do get new information, and it's all here on the NASCAR Diecast News and more, as it's going to start right now. But before we do that, guys, I'm going to be telling you guys that free giveaway is still going on. If any of you guys do want to win a free Dale Earnhardt Jr. 2015 Kelly Blue Book Chrome 124 diecast, all you gotta do is just sign up for an account at Gemmer real quick. And I do want to say thank you guys for all the support on last week's video. We have a good amount of people signed up for this giveaway. But if you guys still have not entered yet and didn't really heard about it last week's video, then I'm going to be telling you guys about it. So if you guys do want to win this free 124 diecast, and it's free, so why not go ahead and give it a shot. All you gotta do is just sign up for an account at Gemmer real quick, and it's very easy. Basically, what Gemmer is an online social community where you can post about collections, you know. And they just recently started a Diecast Cars Club for, you know, for NASCAR diecast collectors and any kind of diecast collector like me and you. And they are basically the ones who are giving away this free 1/4 scale diecast. So all you gotta do is just sign up at Gemmer. The link will be in the description as always, and there are some steps to show you along that I'll go ahead and tell you more about it. And then once you do that, you gotta once you have your official account at Gemmer, you just gotta go to the items tab that's on your dashboard and post at least 2 pictures. All right, a good minimum of 2 pictures on your Gemmer account. And make sure you post it not just on your Gemmer account, but also on the Diecast Cars Club. There should be a check mark where it says post it on the Diecast Cars Club, because they are the ones who are running this giveaway. So why not go ahead and show your support by posting your pictures on there. And yeah, so good luck, guys, and hopefully one of you guys at the end of this month could win that free Dale Earnhardt Jr. 124 scale. And I'm really interested to see how this goes throughout the end of this month. But other than that, NASCAR Diecast News have officially started. So before we do that, let's take a look at the best-selling diecast from last week's video. Alright everybody, the NASCAR Diecast news has officially started, and let's kick things off with your newly released diecast from our good friends at Plan B Sales and or K-State Diecast. So I will be reviewing a good majority of these cars, because I do have to say right now, before I say this guys, I have to say that this is a very pretty interesting wave and of brand new diecast that we got, and all these cars that I'm going to review right here are on the EL mold, so definitely I recommend getting a good majority of these cars. But let's start off with probably two of the most anticipated cars for the Brad Keselowski lineup. We got his Miller High Life car that is a retro scheme in honor of Bobby Allison. So pretty interesting that they decided to you know, create a car like this. And I don't think I've ever seen a number 2 car like this before, so I probably will recommend getting this car. Plus it has the white rims, but I do like the retro aspect on this, you know, with Bobby Allison, so it has some history to it, but pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of yeah, Bobby Allison's car. Instead of a 22 it was 2 though, so a little different, but yeah, it's a little bland. But if you look at the history of this car, I probably will recommend getting this, and there's a lot of people out there who are really excited about the retro cars. I don't know if he's going to drive this at the Darlington race, this or the next car I'm going to show you right here, his Brad Keselowski's Miller Lite genuine draft car. This is, of course, you know, if you've seen this scheme before, then you know what it is. It is in honor of the late Rusty Wallace. Yeah, good old Rusty. I know Race Daytona is definitely gonna get this car. Not a big fan. I know he's not a big fan of Brad Keselowski, but he's definitely probably gonna get this car. And any other Rusty Wallace fans out there, or like I said, if you're a big old school retro guy, these two diecasts are just a way to go right here. My favorite one out of that, I probably would say the Miller High Life car, because you know, we never seen a number 2 Miller High Life car before, so I thought that was a little unique. But both these cars I probably would recommend getting if you're into the retro stuff. But yeah, next one is your reigning Daytona 500, your reigning Daytona champion of the Xfinity Series back in February, Ryan Reed, and he has a new look to him in the number 16 Lily Diabetes Ford Mustang, and gotta say, love that new Ford Mustang logo. Actually, the new front, I'd say. Not really a big fan of Ford, but I do like the new mold that they had on this for the Fords, and they had this with the 22 cars as well, like the Logano and Keselowski, Discount Tire, Hertz. But anyway, back to Ryan Reed's car. A very different car, unlike last year's where it was just had yellow. It doesn't have yellow numbers anymore. It has red numbers, which is kind of different. Kind of goes well with the scheme though. But I don't know, I do like this new gold change. I'm glad they decided to change the scheme up a little bit and decided to go with the red numbers instead of yellow. So I guess that's probably we always see yellow 16 numbers, but now we finally got something different for Roush, so very interesting. Probably recommend getting this car, and it's an Xfinity diecast. So yeah, the next one I have to say is let's see, it is Joey Logano's Auto Trader car, and might I say this car is bright, and it's on the EL mold compared to last year's car. I would definitely recommend getting this car. I think this is probably my favorite Joey Logano diecast of this year because it's so bright. And I live in Syracuse, New York, so with the orange and blue, I just might get that just because of that, because it represents Syracuse colors. Shout out to any Syracuse fans out there. But yeah, that's what that car reminds me of. But overall, I love this car a lot. I mean, driver not so much, but I mean, not just because it's also an EL mode, but it's so bright, and I have a thing about bright cars. They caught my attention so quickly. So yeah, I would very highly recommend getting the Joey Logano Auto Trader car from this year, unlike last year's car. Alright, and the next is yet another X-Alta car. Remember last year, I think like yeah, last year they made like, you know, 3 X-Alta cars. In this case, they're going to do the same thing as well. But this could be, once again, the better buy. I think Lionel does this on purpose. Like, they release the regular Exalted car on, you know, WLS, or in this case, the PTC mold, and then they make these other Exalted cars and like, hey, let's put them on the EL mold because people actually buy this because the EL mold looks way more nicer than the freaking PTC mold. And they did the same thing with this as well, is Exalta Fix Auto car. And yeah, it does look a lot more cleaner than his regular Exalta car from this year, which was on the PTC mold. I mean, I still like the EL mold a lot more because it just, the decals look a little more cleaner. So yeah, I mean, not too much to say about this car. It's basically his Alta car with you know, some different logos on it. But if you haven't got an Exalta car yet for this year, this is the one to get. Alright, so we got some junior cars. One's pretty interesting, the other one's pretty good. I probably would recommend getting this next car right here, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Hellman Squeeze More Out car. Yeah, that's pretty different there. Kind of cool that Hellman's decided to put something a little different. Just, you know, just instead of just put Hellman's on the car, they decided to put the little squeeze bottle on that to promote that. I remember in 2013 they did a Hellman's cake, but yeah, I kind of like how they do those little promotions. But probably would recommend getting this car because they did cancel the Regan Smith Hellman's car this year. And if you're a big fan of Dale Jr. and Hellman's mayonnaise, well, probably should get this car right here. I'm sure the car is going to be a great addition to your collection and probably a great addition to any cookouts out there. But yeah, and the last car for this newly released diecast is a very special one. Is the first race win that is out for this year in 164. It's also out 124 as well very soon. But it is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Budweiser dual win car, and I didn't really have that much high hopes for this car because it didn't look that much race win. Well, Lionel actually did something that really makes this car stand out, unlike its nationwide car, which, well, first of all, this is on the EL mold, so if that doesn't catch your attention yet, then wait until you see this. If you look closely on the hood, there's like some residue on that. Lionel actually decided to put Speedy Dry on the car. So they actually put like every detailed piece of Speedy Dry that was on that car in Victory Lane. So very interesting, I have to say, and does look a lot more cleaner than you know. I'm so glad it was on the EL mold because if it was on the PTC mold, I think it wouldn't turn out that well. I mean, for example, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Daytona 500 win in 164 last year. That thing was a mess with the new molds. So really glad this is on the EL mold, and hopefully we can get more. I mean, just so far, if Junior wins another race, we're definitely gonna get a 164 produced. But this is one of many Dale Jr. cars that are gonna be coming out in the 164 collection, and probably would recommend getting it because I do like race wins. So, yeah, we're not really going to go too much on pre-orders, but I do got to say one quick thing. The Chase Diecast have officially arrived. We do have 2 Chase cars that are now in. Kevin Harvick's Budweiser and Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s nationwide car. Both are considered possibly locked into the Chase now. I'm sure we're going to see many others like Jimmy Johnson and Kurt Busch and many others very soon. But there are some changes for the Chase cars this year that I do want to talk about real quick. So everything has mostly stayed the same. They still have the yellow splitter. They still have the yellow splitter, the yellow, you know, name banner on top of the car, on top of the windshield. However, though, there are no yellow numbers on top of the car this year, which kind of is a bummer. But they decided, instead of that, they decided to color the spoiler yellow. And that's a little interesting. I mean, it might work out on some cars. I think it's going to look a little weird on probably like some yellow cars, like I said, probably like Logano's and Kenseth's. Or actually, no, it might blend in really well, but I don't know, seeing like, you know, out of the basic cars, you know, like Junior and Harvick, and see a yellow spoiler, just going to look a little different. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer the yellow numbers on top or the yellow spoilers? I mean, I really wish they would have changed the chase system right away, but I guess they're still sticking to it. But it is kind of different that they made some changes on the cars. I mean, I was not expecting that at all, but very, very interesting. And now we're going to go into the cancellations, and might I say right now real quick, these cancellations are all in the 124 scale alright, so if you're a big 124 collector, this is going to be a big bummer, but if you're a big 164 collector like me, then this ain't really going to be a big loss. So like I said, all these cards are canceled in the 124 scale, except for one though. And you know what, I'm going to spit out the one that's not 124 scale right now. The Jeff Gordon is my hero diecast. It was a 118 toy scale exclusive and it got canceled. I mean, why, you know? It just shows you that not everything Jeff Gordon on a card is going to be made, and this right here was just laughable. I'm just sorry to say, just that card right there was just it would have been a nice card to have. I mean, it is a 118 plastic toy card that they were going to make, which are using $20, so they're very cheap and generic, and they're targeted for, you know, little kids and all that. But just so creepy. That still gives you the creeps when that hood says Jeff Gordon is my hero. But thankfully they got canceled, so we can move on from that and don't have to talk about that back ever again. But let's get on with the other two cards that are canceled, that are officially canceled in the 124 scale. And the first one is Austin Dillon's NASCAR Salutes, NASCAR Salutes to Veterans Gal car. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were thinking that this car was going to get canceled in both scales, but it was only in the 124 scale, so yeah, I mean, kind of different, you know, kind of a different car, you know. I mean, you got gray on the car instead of black, you know. I mean, it's kind of cool not seeing, you know, black on a 3 car for once. So it is kind of different, and you know, I'm glad the 164 has been made. Let's hope it's on the EL mold though. And the other one is Clint Boyer's new sponsor, Maxwell House. The 124 scale got canceled as well. I think it's just a little too bland. I think I probably do see why not to make people care for this car. But you know, I mean, when new sponsors emerge, people go crazy over this. But in this case, not too much for Clint Boyer, especially with how things have been running with MWR lately. But at least we're gonna get the 164 produced. Now I'm looking forward to see how well the sponsor's gonna do with Clint Boyer. So yeah. But now we are going to go on to our last topic of the show for the Diecast news. And guys, this is my most favorite part. I've been a big fan of NASCAR Authentics lately, and I've been collecting a lot of Diecasts. And like I said, last episode, I think I talked briefly about Spin Master teasing us for the next few waves to come out. Well, they finally gave out some new info to show us, and they have officially said what's in Wave 3 for that's now right around the corner. So right now, I mean, I did say right now that last week's video, Wave 3 is, you know, out in stores right now. I have not seen anything yet. Even Data Land haven't found anything yet, so it has been a challenge. But here are the cars right now. I'm going to show you the post that Spin Master posted on their Twitter, and these are the confirmed cars that are going to be made in the Wave 3. And I say I am psyched. I am really looking forward to 3 of these cars. But I'm going to go ahead and give my overall review on these cars right here. First of all, Casey Kane's, so we got Casey Kane's 2015 Farmers insurance car, and you know, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, it's different. I mean, it's just one of the cars. It's like, yeah, it's alright. Danica Patrick's Go Daddy car, yeah, another one of those cars is like, yeah, I could pass on those. But if you're a big fan of Casey Kane or Danica Patrick, then yeah, go right ahead. The Chase Elliott car, that is on my list right there. I'm definitely getting that Chase Elliott car. It's probably going to be his 2014 Nationwide car for what we know, because he was the former champion. But who knows, he could surprise us, and maybe it could be the first Xfinity car produced. Greg Biffle's Fire Ant car. Yeah, I mean, this is one thing I like about NASCAR Authentics. You know, with Lionel Kancey, so much diecast this year, NASCAR Authentics always has, like, an exclusive diecast each year. I mean, last year, you know, it was Carl Edwards' Kellogg's Cheez-It car, and then the year before that, we had, you know, the Bobby Labonte 2013 Kingsford car, and, you know, And then 2012, you have the freaking Martin Truex Jr. Napa Slits car. So each year they have at least one exclusive car that Lionel has not made. And this is one of them right here. So his Greg Biffle's Ortho Fire Ant car. A lot of people want to see the Home Defense car. That's the white one that got canceled. But maybe maybe that could be the next wave. Who knows? But still, I go crazy over the exclusives. I do have 2 of them right now. So this is definitely going to be on my list right here. So props to Spin Master. I really like how they get on the ball with shipping out exclusive diecast for that Lionel Racing doesn't produce. So nice job, Spin Master. I love that a lot. We do have an official picture though of the next car, the Jeff Gordon Drive 10 Hunger car. This is the only picture that they have shown so far for this wave. So, you know, it makes sense to have a Jeff Gordon car, you know, because Jeff Gordon's last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they even make, I mean, who knows? Spin Master, if you hear me right now, I'm hoping you can make his Rainbow Warrior car before Lionel gets theirs out. If you guys can do that, oh, you guys are my favorite diecast company. You guys will always be there for me. And man, that'd be awesome though if they can make his Rainbow Warrior car. I'm really surprised they didn't make his 3M car in this way, but because we already had, you know, a lot of Drive 10 Hunger cars. But luckily this car is different. But yeah, gotta have Jeff Gordon in the way because it's gonna sell. And the next one is another car I'm looking forward to introduce. And me and Race Day 2011 have placed a bet. I think the AJ Allmendinger Scott's car. Rob, Race Day 2011 Rob thinks it's a 2015 Scott's car. For me, I think it is his Walk-Ins Glen commemorative. You know how they have commemorative wins? You know, the last one we had was Denny Hamlin's 2014 Talladega. I really hope it's his Walk-Ins Glen commemorative win, because that was a big race for him. That's what got him to the chase, and you know, if Spin Master makes that, or if that's what that is, heck, I'm definitely getting those. I'm getting that right there. So the Chase Elliott car, the Greg Biffle car, and the AJ Allmendinger car, those are going on my wall, and they're going on my list right away as soon as I find them. And the last one is a Dale Earnhardt Giant Mountain Dew car. Kind of disappointing. I mean, with so many Mountain Dew cars they had this year, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they could have made his Dew Shine car or his Baja West car. So I'm a little disappointed in NASCAR Authentics that they decided to, you know, not do his those other cars, because the Giant Mountain Dew car that scheme has not changed since, you know, 2012. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this wave, and hopefully we get some pictures so I could give a little more honest reviews on these. But yeah, and also Wave 4 should be coming out next month as well, so Spin Master really on the ball. But there's another thing that Spin Master did, and you guys remember the Memorable Moments cars? You know, those little those little big boxes that they had in 2-packs, and they had Danica Patrick and Dale Jr., and then they had, I think, Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. Actually, no, yeah, it was Jeff Gordon and Danica Patrick, and a Dale Jr. and Jimmy Johnson one for Memorable Moments. Well, let's just say they have made no return, but these cars are all 2013, and if you guys remember this little banner that NASCAR Authentics had, there were 4 cars that I thought they were prototypes, and that was the Denny Hamlin Sport Clips car, the Matt Kenseth Husky, Kyle Busch Interstate Batteries, and the Joey Logano Fontana car. And we were all wondering what happened to those cars. I guess they just didn't produce enough, and they made prototypes, I guess, for those pictures. Well, turns out those cars are Memorable Moment cards. Yet there is a Darlington 2013 pack for the Denny Hamlin Sport Clips and the Matt Kenseth Husky car, and then there is a Fontana Memorable Moments car from 2013 that shows that contains Kyle Busch's 2013 Interstate Batteries and Joey Logano's AAA Fontana car. And like I said with the exclusives, NASCAR Authentics, they've done it again. Lionel never made a 2013 Sport Clips car for Denny Hamlin. What do you know? They got that, so I gotta get that. and they never made a Fontana AAA car So, man, I'm really liking Spin Master with all these exclusives, and if any of you guys can find these memorable moments, let me know, because I'd be sure to take them off your hands and review them, because I think these are I'm really impressed with NASCAR Authentics. I know it took them like 2 years to finally get this second wave of memorable moments, but you know, at least they're trying. So really gotta give props to Spin Master for everything they're doing, and just hoping we're gonna see a lot of great new diecasts come in. And I'm just loving those exclusive diecasts. I'm going so crazy over them, and let's just hope for the best for Spin Master. But other than that, this has been the NASCAR Diecast News. I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. As always, please give this good video a good comment, like if you guys haven't already. Subscribe for more on the NASCAR Diecast News or anything diecast out there. Until then, guys, I should go, and yeah, this has been the NASCAR Diecast News. So see you guys next time here for any more of your latest NASCAR Diecast news to come. So until then, so long for now.